Hey, we are back for another episode of Freaky Friday. And I want to give a huge apology to everybody out there who may have tuned in last week and realized we weren't here. And that's actually what kind of brought the topic about today is, what do you do when your life derails? When your life looks more like a train wreck than a nice casual walk on the beach? Well, sometimes you got to take a step back. You got to just pause, say, whoop, everybody stop, take some time. But that's our topic for tonight. So definitely stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. Want to say, hey, Rose, how you doing, dear? Good to see ya. We got Alpha Cruz, my man. How you doing, brother? Wild Angel, of course, saying, check out Dreaming Dragon channel in DHC Discord. Yes, she has been hard at work. So we'll be talking about that. And Dusty Jabs. Sorry. Welcome, Dusty Jabs. Words are hard today. It's been a long week. You know how it goes. So I think I got caught up with everybody back there. So we got a lot of things in store for you. We're going to go through some crypto stuff, and we even got adventuring with Qrow. That's right. The quest continues. I don't remember if we got our dragons or not, but I think that's where we're headed next. So, hi, Mom. How you doing? Good to see you. Now, as you know, Serenity de Casa is su casa. So, kick your shoes at the door. Bar is always open. Make yourself a drink. Maybe make it 2 or 3. I can only carry 2, or I'd have 3. Sorry, the waitresses quit last week, so you got to serve yourself, but that's okay. Make yourself at home. Smokes, vapes, snacks, munchies, whatever you got, let's have some fun. And let's see, we got a whole conversation going over this. So let's start the party, shall we? Because I got lots of stuff I want to share with you. Now, before we do that, I want to share a couple pieces of information. Now, you guys know that I've been running the Helium cell phone app, the hotspot. In fact, 2 days ago now, I posted a video of my entire 5-month journey with the Helium hotspot. Well, right now, they just announced from August 1st to August 10th, they are on sale, over 50% off. So I want to show this to you guys, and I want you, this is totally up to you. But I paid $250 for my indoor hotspot. At the time, the outdoors were $499. Now, on that video, I gave you a complete breakdown of how much I've earned day by day, month by month, how to boost them, all that kind of stuff. But right now, you can pick up the indoor hotspot for $99. That's right. The outdoor hotspot is $249. So if it's something you're interested in, you got questions, jump in the Down Home Crypto Discord and ask me about it. I will give you every piece of information I've got. I'll show you my real earnings, show you how I did it, why I did it. But if you do, go to Helium 5G hotspot. I'm going to put the links right here in the comments. There you go. Just during checkout, make sure when it talks, it asks for your discount code. Use the indoor B-Day, just like see in the chat there, for the indoor hotspot, and the outdoor B-Day for the outdoor hotspot. And pretty good deal all the way around, but do your own research, decide for yourself. But it's only lasting 10 days, so decide quickly. So that's the first piece of information I want to throw out there for you. And let's see, man, we got a whole chat going on there. But beyond that, I think that is all the crypto information. We've got more stuff, but I want to get everybody up here on stage, and then we'll go through some of that because I want to get their input on this. So, as you know, we can't have a party with just one crazy bald guy. It's kind of fun to watch for a while, but we got to have some pretty dancing girls, so let's bring them on up. Wild Angel, how you doing, dear?
Hi. Pretty dancing girls, huh?
Absolutely. You got to dance now. There, okay, we'll work on our dancing skills. How's your week been?
Oh, so much better than last week.
You were hurting when that smoke came through. That was brutal.
Oh, it was. 2 weeks in a row, just solid. Kicked my butt.
Yeah, it was ugly. Thankfully, it's only really ungodly hot. I think we hit, 107 today?
Yeah, I think that's about where we're at. Right now, it says 102 on my phone.
Oh, hey, it's cooled off. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, cold spell.
And there's
Ooh,
just
I better
a
get
little bit of smoke in the air.
Yeah.
You don't notice it, but I do, so.
I don't notice at all. Rose says, dance for your bees. Dance for your bees. Yeah.
That would be you, Rose. Get up here and dance, girl.
Well, I know there is one lady who always loved to dance, and that is none other than Smiley Girl. How you doing, girl?
Still dance for bees.
Yeah, you gotta dance for bees, Smiley. Come on.
What does that mean?
It's a Rose thing.
Oh, hi, Rose. Rose is so beautiful. I like her.
She is. She's awesome. How's your week been, Smiley?
Horrible.
Perfect.
Yes. I'm in good company, right? Oh my gosh,
Exactly.
it's been such a horrible week. But there's been like these little pockets of amazing things that have happened in the midst of the horrible. And I just try to like focus on the good stuff and get through it. And I did. It's Friday. Yay.
Yay!
Yeah.
You're muted, Serenity.
Push the button. Hi, my name is Jim. Thank you for coming tonight. Yes.
At least we're live.
Exactly. That makes sense. I hit the go live. Hey, I got the right one. After that, I'm not accountable anymore. Smiley, you and I have talked about that. And yeah, the last couple of weeks have just kind of kicked our ass.
Yep.
And sometimes we just got to stop and take a step back. And that's, of course, why we weren't here last week. But we're going to talk about that. I want to find out how everybody's doing when your day just goes to shit. What do you do?
Right.
What's your trick? I mean, because life is going to derail. It's like a train wreck. There's bodies, carnage. It's horrible. And you got to deal with it sometimes. So we're going to get into that. And of course, one person who always has a plan for everything, no matter what it is, even if it's the AI architecture, trying to teach them that we are friendly, please don't annihilate us. The man with a plan is always Mr. Cyro Kier. How you doing, brother?
Hi, Cyril.
I shocked him. He's like, oh.
Oh, I'm here.
Hey, I was just reading through something on the second monitor, and all of a sudden I heard my name, and I was like, oh, crap.
Damn it, he did it again. I planned it that way. I was looking for it. How's your week been, buddy?
It's been a week. I thought I was going to be late, but then I was in the aviary for a couple minutes longer than I thought I'd be. One of the birds tried to wiggle his way out, so I had to shoot him back in where he was supposed to be.
Ooh, jailbird.
Yeah, got him all cleared away. So good to go, and now I'm just kind of going to relax.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I think we're in the right place to relax. Bar's open. Hopefully you got your happy juice flowing, right?
Yep.
Right on. Oh, damn. He hit the bar early. Waitress, get in here. He's fast. What the? Yeah. Man, I got horrible staff at the bar. Well, let's bring up the rest of the posse and see what we got going tonight. So, we've got to have somebody from the other side of the world. Otherwise, it's just not much fun because we're just all stuck here in boring America. Let's find out what's going on the other side of the world. Mr. Alpha Cruz, my man.
You gotta have someone that's already in the next day, Just gotta tell you the future events.
Right. Is tomorrow better than today? Because today is kind of iffy.
It'll get better. It'll get better. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I keep trying to use that day in the future to try to get the price charts for crypto, and it hasn't worked yet, Alpha Man. What's going on?
Sometimes the machines don't work out. It just doesn't work sometimes.
It's just true.
That's how it is.
Sometimes they don't, and that's okay. That's like all of life. Some days it's just a freaking train wreck, and you deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just about to message Sai a million times, be like, "Where are you? I don't see you."
So, somebody who's familiar with train wrecks every day is none other than Mr. Qrow. How you doing, Bird God?
I'm doing great.
Hi.
So what train derailed in your world this week?
Oh, this is a good one. I think I told Cyril this one. I had a guy on my crew. So right now we're really
past tense,
slow.
like he's not anymore.
It was. Anyway.
Keep going.
So he thought, because we're so slow, he thought he'd be slick, and he clocked in, went home, played video games, and tried to sneak in at 3 o'clock to clock out.
Like nobody would notice.
Seriously?
I'm dead serious.
Oh my god.
He's
Anybody
not
I
on
know?
your crew anymore, right?
Yes, you know him.
No. Okay, let on me. Which
What?
retard did that?
I'm not gonna say it.
And he's on the electrical crew.
He's on the electrical crew.
Is he still on the crew?
Yep.
I cannot say.
I would bet he is.
Wow.
Yeah. At a rest in peace. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to say Serenity's brain is a train wreck. Yes, it is. That's on a good day. You got to see him on a bad day.
That train derailed years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the
40.
big one, but there's been so many other little things that happen that it's just I could have a fun Monday.
Sounds like you're gonna have a hell of a good time.
Oh yeah.
So, well, Qrow, whenever life gets you down, got some advice for you, brother. All you got to do is every day fill your pocket with a handful of little ducks, spread them around the planet, and spread some joy out there. Project Duck Depression is all about making people's lives a little bit better because, man, we're all dealing with train wrecks. We all have those bad days. But believe it or not, going around passing out some cute little yellow ducks can help change everybody's personality. And if nothing else, they're really fun to throw at people.
You need to get a really dense one.
A really dense one that works. Well, I did see the disco ball today. Check this guy out. And it says
Oh,
a
God.
disco. Yeah. It says a disco ball is hundreds of pieces of broken glass put together to make a magical ball of light. You aren't broken. You are a disco ball. Let your light shine for everyone to see. Rose, that is awesome.
Disco duck. I love it.
Disco duck.
So, Cyril, anything you want to share with us about Project Duck Depression? What are you guys up to lately?
Well, I know that we've worked on starting the process to coordinate for a national ducking during the month of October. I know that we're planning on ducking out of our usual region and going a little further north for the week of our anniversary, and we'll do some ducking up there. And yeah, like Rose mentioned in the comments, she actually got ducked at the grocery
Aw.
store this week.
Oh,
So, and it wasn't
Awesome.
one that we had placed, I don't think. So
Really? Somebody ducked the Duck Master. That's pretty awesome. I like it.
You can't
Gotta
take
up your
that
game
same
now,
down.
Rose. Y'all gotta up your game now, you see. That's it. Y'all just gotta up your game.
There you go. Now you got to double duck the grocery store to get the next guy.
People have stopped collecting the ducks in my office. Oh, there's one or two people that will still randomly pick up a duck, but they set them in their top of their cubicle window so I can see them. Yeah. But they just literally will leave them where I put them just so everybody can share them.
Oops.
well, that's
Oh.
good. Share the smiles.
What?
Share the smiles.
Yeah.
Exactly. And,
And then we see people and they're like, what is up with the ducks?
when you have a bad
Like-
day, you just duck it. It's all better then.
Like Project Duck Depression on Facebook.
There you go.
They're like, oh.
So, yeah, definitely check them out, guys. Jump in there, and there's a lot of great inspiration. And like I said, we've all had hard days, and believe it or not, they help. And just like I've shown you here, they stick on my microphone every day, keep me company all through my videos. So when things are going horribly wrong, I got my ducks keep me company to say, hey, you got this. Keep going. You got it. They have faith. So, and spread the ducks, spread the joy, share some love. Now, along with that, one of the places that loves to always help and share the love is they're sharing the love for the people that can't share it for themselves. And of course, we know them as none other than Karma Farm Sanctuary. Now, I know we haven't seen Alex a whole lot, but they are still working on the back end, and they can always use some extra love and support. Even if it's just pop in, see how things are going. And Kelly and Alex are absolutely amazing, and they have a real purpose in life. So definitely check out Karma Farm Sanctuary. And just like with my ducks, right there, Karma Farms, my other inspiration. These are the ones that keep me going every single day. So share the joy, share the love.
And I'm actually was just chatting with Kelly,
Oh,
checking in on her and seeing how things are going. And just told her that you just gave her a shout out just this second. So we'll see what
awesome.
she says.
Hi, Kelly. Love you. Come say hi anytime you want.
She's a busy girl right now.
She is. She's always busy. They're always working. And yeah, they've got more energy than I do. That's for damn sure. So I want to know, is Ashley in the room yet? Has anybody seen Ashley?
I haven't.
Ashley, you're running late. So I've got one more thing I want to discuss, but I'll wait till Ashley is here because it affects her directly. So remind me once we see Ashley to revisit that topic.
Do the thing.
Yeah, exactly. You do the thing. You don't fuck it up. It works. It just works. Who'd have thunkin'? Okay, so, ladies, gentlemen, cats, dogs, and all other small farm animals, let the party begin! I don't know, it sounded good. Okay, so, last week, like you guys probably heard in the intro, I was hitting about Thursday, and literally I felt like my head was just swollen. I just kept hitting it against the wall over and over and over. It wasn't going well. And finally, it's like, okay, some people couldn't make it, some weren't feeling good, some had other plans. And it was that moment in time when I'm kind of like, why do I even bother? And I kind of hit that disgruntled feeling. Crypto market's going down, all the news is bad, nothing was really perking me up. And so I hit that train wreck, and I had to take a step back. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have had those kind of situations where you just gotta stop, gotta pause, back up, it's like, holy hell, what's going on? And then refine your purpose. Does that sound familiar to everybody here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know the tricks I use, and mine is to really go back to the foundation, the core, and ask myself, why am I here? Why do I show up on Down Home Crypto? Why do we show up every Friday? It's not like we're making money on this. Why do I do videos on hotspots and all this stuff? I don't have a referral link. I'm not making any money. Why do I do it? I do it for the people. And I had to go back to my foundation. And that's oftentimes what I find is if I go back to the very core of why I began way back in the day, that kind of answers that question for me. But I'm curious. So who wants to go first?
About what?
What's the question?
Yes.
I'm not telling you that part. Come on, what's funny? So, question is, how do you personally deal with those situations when you hit that brick wall, and in your brain you're like, "Fuck it, I quit. I'm done." How do you get up past that? Because we all have it. What's your trick?
I send
guess-
everybody to legal. I send the lawyers on them. That's at work. I've got like 10 people that I'm just like, I'm done. I send them to legal. Let legal take care of them.
You can't do that in your personal life. So how do you do it in your
know.
personal life?
It sounded good.
It did. Okay, Qrow, let's hear it, man.
So for me, I do generally one of big jumbotron. I do one of two things. If it's like a bunch of things that are coming my way situational wise and they need to be dealt with, there's no like, oh, I can put that on the back burner, I'll do that next week. I get very, not to sound weird about it, I get like stone cold where it's like, I just deal with it, and deal with it, and deal with it. I think Ray's seen that one time where like, I was just like, this has to get done, and it's just very non-emotional, very statistical about how everything has to get done. If that's not the case, I'll generally just disconnect, just be by myself in a situation that I'm comfortable with, and just relax. Let the whatever's going on wash over me, and just relax.
Nice. Okay. So isolation. You separate yourself from the problems, from the drama, all that. You're just like, I'm done later. And you go lock yourself in a little closet. You can't take a stuffed animal with you. See? Gotta have a fuzzy wuzzy.
I have a pillow.
Okay, that works. Hey, BTK, good to see you, brother. And Brittany Cherie, hey, how you doing, dear? And you were working on something final?
A bio final.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not that smart. Believe me, I did not get the brains in the family. It went to Britt and Brandon. They got all the brains. My side of the
Mitochondria
family.
is the powerhouse of the cell.
There you go.
I remember that.
Aerobic and anaerobic.
Yes.
Although I think she's probably past that stage of bio.
Right.
I would hazard that guess.
About as much I know about bio is you hold them under the water until the pretty bubbles stop. Problem solved. There you go. That's all I know. Wait for the bubbles to stop, then check. And you're sure. It's okay. So, Sai, I'm curious, man. You are like the most organized, strategic person I know. usually. But even you have to hit those kind of days when your life just turns into a train wreck and you're just spinning out of control. How do you get out of that, man?
You try again tomorrow. It's okay to, just admit defeat now and then, Like, if just everything you do is going wrong, you're going to put yourself, if you haven't already, put yourself in the mindset of, everything sucks today, right? Well, of course, anything that transpires after that point is going to suck too, right? You're already in the mindset of this sucks. So, just toss in the towel for the night, go chill out, regroup, reconnoiter, and then try again tomorrow. Like, you don't have to keep just smashing your head against the wall. It's just go play a game or watch on TV or read a book or go for a walk or anything you do to just kind of recenter yourself.
Got it. And, I find that real hard to do personally because I can't get it out of my head. That's the worst part is it sits there and it spins. I can watch a movie and I just keep thinking, yeah, but what if, it's like, stop it.
Kelly says, thank you very much. She just put in headphones and rewound a little bit so she could hear us.
Oh, cool. Hi, Kelly. Love you. Glad you're here. Awesome. So we got like 4 conversations. Okay, so we got the conversation on screen. We got the conversation in the chat. And now Wild Angel has like a separate conversation with Kelly from Karma Farm. So
I'm adding a
all the way
fourth
around.
one. Hey, Serenity. Do the thing.
Do the thing. Yes.
Do the thing.
I'm going to do the thing. So we're going to pause this conversation because I really want to know, Smiley and Alfie, you guys, I definitely want to find out your tricks because you have such unique personalities. But I want to pause the whole show because we have a special guest today in the audience. And I got to go find her. I know she's here. I saw her sneak in. There she is. Ashley Wickham. Are you here today?
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley. How you doing, dear? So, wandering through my Facebook, I had a post pop up. And apparently it is or was Ashley's birthday just recently. So first of all, happy birthday, Ashley.
Happy birthday.
Now, second of all, Ashley had a very unique birthday wish. And I want to put this out there for everybody so you know. Now, we talk about Project Deck Depression. We talk about Karma Farm Sanctuary, all doing good things to make a better world. Well, Ashley, instead of wanting a new car or gifts or toys or anything else for her birthday, she actually requested that everybody donate to Broken Shovel's Farm Sanctuary.
Ooh.
And it says right down here, for my birthday this year, I'm asking for donations to Broken Shovel's Farm and Sanctuary School. I've chosen this nonprofit because of their mission means a lot to me, and I hope you'll consider contributing as a way to celebrate with me. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helped me reach my goal. All right, I can't read. Words are hard. So, happy birthday, Ashley. And we, as a birthday present, are going to push this out, and I ask everybody, whatever you can spare, $1, $5, whatever it is. This is something that's important to somebody in our community, their family. I want to support family. So we will absolutely be donating, and I ask everybody to try to help out.
Cool.
That's such an amazing birthday ask.
That is. So many people ask for themselves. The fact that you're asking for others and for a charity, I think that's amazing. So we love you, Ashley. Thank you so much, and I hope this helps you get your birthday wish. Okay, what do we think? Is she crying or not crying? What stage are we at for Ashley right now?
I think she's bouncing.
Awesome! That's what we want.
Yep.
Bouncy.
Yeah. I picture Ashley doing that.
I can see that. They're like, come here, just shoot it. Hey, we try to make good things happen in this world, and all it takes is for good things to happen is for us good people to spread the positivity. That's it. Whether it's a little duck, whether it's some advice, whether it's a hug. It doesn't always take money. It doesn't always take a lot of time. It just takes a little bit of care. So, back on the topic at hand. Now, of course, there are days when we are so frustrated we can't care. We can't show compassion. We can't show that I love you, I care about. And literally, it's just like, oh my God, my world is crumbling. So, Alpha Cruise, when you get that feeling and you just want to strangle somebody, you're just hating life, what do you do, man? How do you break that cycle?
That's something that happens a little more often than I'd like, to be honest, especially recently.
Me too.
Very guilty of having a bit of a short fuse and not used to stress, because I refuse to stress 90% of the time of my head starts itching. But usually if I feel like I'm being overwhelmed, I'll shut myself off completely from everything. I'll shut myself off, take a book and just read until I feel like I'm able to deal with things. So I'm the kind of person that goes into a reclusion until I'm at the mental state where I'm like, okay, I've managed to offload everything enough into a different universe that, okay, now I can come back to the real world.
You're muted, Serenity.
Anyway, as I was saying, I had to. Do you find it hard to put those things aside? How do you get your brain to just stop grinding gears? Because that's my hardest part, is to just stop thinking about it. It just sits there and swivels. So what's your trick?
I know, yeah, I definitely understand that. I mean, we both seem a bit on the spectrum with ADHD as a main point. But it's hard. It's definitely hard to kind of fully cut off. But I just think to focus completely on the book until eventually my brain is now completely off. So it's usually not a 10-minute or 5-minute thing. It might even take up to an hour for my brain to kind of finally get into a state where it's focused solely on reading and thinking of everything else. So no, it's kind of just like I have to consistently keep at it until my brain eventually is able to switch off from everything and then process everything in the background while my active imagination is just reading and imagining a whole new universe. Because that is the most satisfying thing in the world to me. I mean, other than shooting people, imaginary people, but
I'm glad you put the word imaginary people in there. I was getting a little worried. Other than going out and shooting people, then I feel great. Like, okay, wow.
I mean, listen, if we were to go back like 2,000 years or like 1,000 years or so, I think that probably would have been my go-to, shooting. Let's not finish that because I don't want to get cancelled.
Yes, we are totally good. We only shoot people in Call of Duty. Video games. It's okay. They're not violent. It's fine.
Exactly.
Does imagination count as a video game?
Yeah, that works. You're okay.
Yeah.
Although they could say, what is that, premeditated, depending on what you're imagining, so be careful on that.
So that's my way of dealing with things. It's not always easy, but hey, it works.
So Qrow's isolation to books is isolation. Yours is more books and going to a fantasy world. So I was like, walk away. Put it aside, walk away. Now, Smiley, you are like one of the happiest go-lucky tree people I know. But people like me and you, I think we have a very unique connection because I know for me personally, everybody thinks I'm a happy-go-lucky person, and I try to be. I really try to stay positive all the time. But when I'm not, I go into some very, very dark places. And I've always believed there's a balance. You can only be as happy and loving as you can evil and sadistic. I think it's a scale, honestly.
I agree. I absolutely agree. There has to be something.
Right. The universe requires balance. So I know me personally. I know I can be the most loving, compassionate person on the planet. I'll give you my house, my car, whatever you need. At the same time, you cross me in the wrong way, I will take absolute great pleasure in hunting you down, peeling your flesh piece by piece, and making sure you survive for 9 days while I do it. I know that about me. And I'm not bragging. I'm not saying that's a good thing. It's not. But it's understanding that balance. So here's my question to you, Smiley, is you are such a happy person all the time. But you and I have talked, and when things go bad, they seem to go really, really bad.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you get out of that? I mean, because you're kind of an extreme, I would say, compared to most of the people on the planet. So what's your trick?
Well, first of all, I don't go kill everybody. That is not in my, things that I do. But
Not everybody, just the people I'm mad at. It's totally different.
No, I don't. maybe unfortunately I don't respond in anger, and maybe that's one of my problems. So what I do, like earlier this week, I had two people who particularly got really angry. One was at me, and one was just in my environment, and I don't do well with anger. I turtle. I totally hide, and I did that for like 2 days. And it's ironic because the best way for me to get out of that is people. So people influence me, and I know I had talked to you. I reached out to you and told you that I was really struggling, and you said, people, you need to stop letting people like influence you so strongly. However, the best way for me to get out of that is to find people that bring me up as well. So I'm trying to figure out how to not let people get me down so much, but also still let them get me up, if that makes sense. So that was my struggle this week. But you, and then oh my gosh, Alpha was amazing. And he didn't even know anything was bothering me, but we do this thing where we meet in a private channel called Fight Club, and we talk. And he goes, let's meet in Fight Club. And he met with me for over 2 hours, just chatting with me and letting me talk. And that really raised me up a lot so that I could like start functioning again. And then I have a couple of other friends who just really reached out and helped me and encouraged me and supported me. And then today I was kind of like back to normal pretty much. So that's what I do.
Okay.
Look at the chat.
Oh, let's see. Someone got angry at Smiley. I'll be right back, grabbing my pitchfork. One cannot simply be angry at Smiley. That's illegal. I agree, Rose. It is. And, you know, I find that the more you care and the more happy you are, some people take great pleasure in destroying that. It's like, no, they're miserable. They're going to make you miserable with it. And, you know, Smiley and you and I talked about this, and it's one of the hardest lessons personally I've had to learn in life is when somebody cuts me off in traffic or somebody's just being an ass and you just want to walk up and throat punch them. I mean, okay, I do. Put it that way. Not you, right. Me. Yeah, I want to go straight to violence. I'm going for blood, guts, and gore. That's it. Game over. You cross the line. Now I'm pissed. Now there's no filter. But then I started to realize much later in life that when I let those people make me angry, I'm turning myself into a puppet and I'm giving them the controls. I'm letting them control me. And I don't care about these people enough to let them have any power over me, so why in the hell am I letting this guy rack me up to the level of road rage or stupidity where I'm going to get in trouble for it? It's like, no, that's just dumb. You know how hard that is to learn? At least for me.
I do know.
Hard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
especially if that person knows how to push your buttons and they do it on purpose, and it's so hard to not just react to that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't get the big red button anymore.
I know for me, there's like 5 people, maybe 6 people whose opinions of who I am matters. If you're not one of those 5 or 6 people, I don't care what you think of me. You can hit the sack and leave. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, I agree. But it's hard to get to that point. And, you know, a lot of people, I think that you've got to have confidence in yourself. You have to believe your own self-worth. And I think a lot of us have problems with that just in today's society. I mean, we're always looking for approval, validation of that we're good, that we're smart, that we're beautiful, that we're something. And we're all looking for it either in other people or social media or something. And I mean, you look at YouTube, it's just layered with all these dance videos and these people that have makeup on, they look plastic. They're like, aren't I pretty? No, you look all kinds of wigged out. Something's not okay. And so, you know, I think that's a really hard line to cross. So Alpha, man, you're saying you have the same problem where you just go from happy-go-lucky to I'm going to rip your throat out in, 2.5 seconds, kind of like mine. How do you deal with that, man?
I tend to tell myself they're not worth it. That's it. I feel that rage come up and I'm like, not worth it. Not worth it. And I have to tell myself that multiple times until I eventually, and I'm like, okay, they're not worth it. Now I can walk away. Because, oh man. I think I've mentioned it before, but I used to be very, very violent when I was young. I've worked through it quite a lot because I used to that instant reaction of going from happy to angry used to be an instant reaction of physical effort. So it wasn't just a mental effort during my younger years. So I've improved a lot since then, and I've just continuously work on that. Same thing that I've always done before. I tell myself, is it worth the effort? No. There we go. It's done. If it is worth the effort, well,
Watch out.
yeah.
Here
Yeah.
comes Alpha.
Yeah.
I think that might get me into a lot of problems at this point in life. When I was younger, it was a different story. They could just be like, "Oh no, he's young, just a little angry." Now it's going to be like, "Oh, you tried to kill the person." "Ah, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I
Didn't try to
remember
kill him.
nothing."
Yeah, I don't want to kill him. I want to maim him. I don't want to make it so easy he dies. No, that would be too simple.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
man. I feel your brother, and it sounds like whoever is picking on Smiley Girl, you got a couple ladies that are going to be hunting you down. I would highly advise not picking on Smiley because I see that Rose and Ashley, they're already sharpening pitchforks. They got it's getting crazy. So be careful.
Thanks.
Oh, I gotta say also, when we meet in Fight Club, it'll be 2 hours basically of Smiley listening to me talk. That's just how it goes. I'm like, come we meet in Fight Club. I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask Smiley about things. Listen 5 seconds in, and then I'm the one that's talking. And then like an hour later, I'm still talking.
No, you listen to me, but you know what? Listening to your voice, Alpha, and you talk with so much passion about Dune and crypto and all the topics you know a lot about. Not only do I learn a lot, but it soothes me. It calms me down, especially when I've had a rough day or I'm freaked out or anything. So it's cool.
I'm your version of vegan.
So Wild Angel. Now I saved you for the last because I know your story for the most part. You have a unique perception as well. You've been through a lot in your life, from extreme to extreme. Take your pick. I know you've hit times when literally life just seemed not worth living. Where why even get out of bed? You hit that point. I mean, that's an extreme I don't think any of us can really feel or understand. So, give us a little insight. What's it like to be trapped in that world, and then how did you break free?
Yeah, life did get to the point where physically, the stress impacted me. I ended up basically on disability for 10 years. I quit driving. I would only go to the grocery store at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I withdrew from everything. And was just existing. It wasn't living, it was existing. And just kind of waiting for it to be over. But I'm not exactly sure what originally kind of triggered the response to, okay, I want to start maybe getting around some people. Because I wasn't around anybody. And then I met Serenity in and amongst all this, starting to get my feet wet with the world again. And he really pushes. He doesn't like to see anybody just exist. He wants people to live their best life. And I gotta say, hitting that dryer and him actually sitting through that with me and all the angst and emotion that went with hitting the dryer to get me so I would drive again was a big step. And going through recovery, I learned that being connected to people is what was going to save me. And now when I'm having one of those chuck it in the fuck it bucket days, I borrowed that one from Ray. I love it. I just chuck it in the bucket. I do something for somebody else. This last week, I was miserable. I couldn't breathe. I could barely move because I had no air. And yeah, that's exactly it. I felt like a fish out of water.
Yeah, it was bad.
And Serenity, will you pull those 2 pictures off of Discord that I just posted? In the Dreaming Dragon channel on Discord, I posted a couple more pictures. 2 weeks ago, or no, a week ago, when I made my 1 day to my second job, one of the ladies came to me and said, "Hey, my granddaughter's going to be 9. She really loves this Hello Kitty friend, and she loves unicorns. She's an over-the-top girl." And so she wanted a couple of critters, so I was able to concentrate not on me, but on something for somebody else. And how could I make this super special for this little girl? Found out her favorite colors were pinks and blues. Rummaged through the yarn to find a sparkly dark blue yarn. Things like that. Trying to bring my focus off of me, which is where it really wasn't a good, the best place to be at the time. Got it off of me and onto somebody else, and that helped. So making those connections is what pulls me out of that shucking in the bucket days. And there are some days that, yes, I will go in the bedroom, shut the door, and hibernate. And people know when I'm in the bedroom with the door shut, and maybe I'm not answering quite as politely as I should be, that it's been a really rough day, and I just need a little bit of time. So, but yeah, connections are key.
Those are so cute. They're just adorable.
And they're only about 4 to 6 inches tall. They're my Bag Buddy line. They're great for backpacks and stuff. And I've got a really cute little axolotl too. So that's one of my Bag Buddy lines. And we go from there. And so we're slowly starting to throw stuff into the Dreaming Dragon channel. And now that we've been rebranded, we might be able to get an Etsy store up pretty soon. So, yeah, at least it's until I can figure out my own website, because, yeah, I can't afford $3,000 right now. Ain't happening. So, yeah.
So, Wild Angel, real quick, while we're on this topic, if somebody wants to get something, and if they want something specially made, like a unicorn or an evil sadistic bunny that I swear he's looking into my soul. There's something weird about this bunny. How do they get a hold of you? What can they request? What are the limitations? If they want something made by Wild Angel, what do they do?
If the dragon can dream it, the dragon can make it. I will find a way to make it. Hit me up in the Down Home Crypto Discord. There is a Dreaming Dragon channel. You can hit me up there. Send me a DM. Anybody in
Down Home Crypto?
Anybody in Down Home Crypto channel knows how to get in touch with me. Yeah, we're going from there. And as I get things opened up and get a real site or anything, we'll let you know.
Cool.
Yeah. So
and I am already starting to book Christmas orders. And so Christmas orders, I'm going to put as I get more booked out, I will eventually have to put a halt to pre-Christmas orders, because I'm human and work 2 jobs. So I only have so much time. So
you really human or a meat popsicle? That's what I want to know.
I am not a meat popsicle.
Okay, just check.
It's too freaking hot to be a meat popsicle.
Yeah. It would be so nice right now, though. So, is there any limitations of what you can't make? Anything you want to throw out there before we toss this out? Now, if you guys want to ask a question direct, make sure to join the Down Home Crypto Discord. But Dreaming Dragon can dream it, you can make it. There's got to be a limitation.
you when I find it. I'll let you know.
Perfect. I
What
love
a
it.
life-size Serenity.
I would probably make that not crochet. I would probably do that in resin, kind of like some of the Halo
Ooh.
armor that I've seen done. I'm dying to try that Halo armor.
Ooh,
It's
cool.
resin and paper, and you do it on a blueprint printer, and then you make the pieces. It's epic. It's really epically cool. Yeah, I've seen it at Comic Cons and stuff, and I really want to try it. So, eventually.
A lot of people with 3D printers wind up printing out like their life-size costumes or accessories for their costumes. I've seen some pretty cool stuff that they've made with 3D printers, like fully articulating and functional, like Iron Man suits, Master Chief costumes, like the whole shebang.
Yeah, resin and paper are pre-3D printer, but it's still really cool.
So old school.
It is.
So speaking of 3D printing, Sai, I know you were making the board for was it Warhammer?
No.
No, Settlers of Catan.
Okay. How's that going? I know you were deep into that.
Oh yeah, I finished it. Like I finished my big board. We've played on it a couple of times. It's a lot to set up and tear back apart, but it's fun.
Nice. Now, are you selling those guys? Can somebody order that stuff from you?
Not currently, but we're working on some stuff in the background, as I always am. So we'll see.
Nice. So what have you been working on the back end? I know you're always cooking up some weird shenanigans. So what's up this week?
It might be a little early to talk about it, so we'll see.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So what else is everybody else doing that's creative? I mean, Wild Angel's like the master of creation. What about everybody else? What have you guys been up to?
I'm probably gonna end up rearranging my living room a little bit.
Ooh.
Why is that, Mr. Qrow?
Buddy of mine gave me like almost a brand new king recliner.
Ooh.
I want one.
That thing is evil. I've fallen asleep in it twice already. I got home around midnight or so after I got out of Serenity's house yesterday, and got home, sat in it, watched a little bit of TV. Then I woke up to Ray just going, "Wake up, we need to go to bed." Huh? Then I ate some food, laid down in it, fell asleep again, and then I woke up to her screaming at something. I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up." But the way my TV is and everything, I don't like how sharp of an angle it is when you're viewing it from the recliner. So I'm going to shift some things a little bit so I can make that angle just a little bit less.
Nice. I like it.
That
Excuse
is
me.
something that everybody should experience at least once in their life, is owning a very big, very comfortable recliner.
Satanic furniture is what I call it, because I guarantee if you sit in it, you can be full of energy. You sit down or lay down on whatever that piece of evil furniture is, it just sucks the life right out of you. Next thing you know, you're passed out in a coma. Like, what the hell happened?
See, I need to get myself one. I figure it's about that time, because let me tell you what, it's Friday, right? Okay. Would you care to guess how many hours in total I have slept since Sunday when I woke up?
12.
16.
10.
And what's Crow's guess?
If I remember correctly, it's...
You already know. You don't get to guess. Never mind. Alpha, what's yours?
You're muted, Alpha.
He's asleep.
Oh,
He's
he got the devil furniture.
He's over there honk showing. So Wild Angel actually got it right on the button there. It was 10 hours since I woke up on Sunday.
Wow.
Total amount of sleep. So, Yeah, I could use one of those cozy recliners. We do. Rose is correct. We do have the nap nest, which is a 7-foot circumference gigantic beanbag that takes up like this entire corner of the living room.
We used to have one of those.
We did. I love that thing.
That used
I'm
to be
building
my
a
bed.
new. Go ahead, Qrow.
When I was growing up, we didn't have enough bedrooms in one of the houses we lived in, so that was what I slept on, was this giant beanbag. That was my bed.
Oh.
Just you and the dog.
I didn't have a dog at the time.
Oh, okay.
It was sad.
You were the dog. Got
I
it.
was
Okay,
the
that's fair.
I
You were
know our daughter and I are trying to rebuild her turtle box. She has a Russian tortoise. And, well, since Mushu passed, we weren't sure what to do with his enclosure. And it's like 40 inches wide by 24 deep. And so we took it and we like cut it in half because it's a whole entertainment center type of thing. So we cut it in half and we're going to sand it, stain it, kind of give it new life and turn it into a new turtle box. Because
Cool.
it's already got all the lighting, the UV, all the electricals ready to go. And yeah. So in and
Very
amongst everything else, I've got to work on this.
Piece of cake. Nothing but time. So what about you, Alfie? You still awake down there, buddy?
He's still muted, I think.
He is still muted. That's why I was trying to get his attention, see if he's paying attention or he just passed out. He might be
We
back
might
in
have
the
lost
cave.
Alpha.
Well, I know he was AFK until like a couple seconds ago
How do you know that?
because I actually look at the private chat in StreamYard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got one of those?
Oh, somebody knocked on his door
Oh,
at
okay.
1:45 a.m.
So when you grab the weapons, like, okay, everybody locked and loaded? All right, let's open the door.
So funny story about that. So I just recently purchased a firearm, and this was a while back ago, and all of a sudden, about the same time, 1, 2 a.m. in the morning, got a knock on my front door. And the same night, this is my brother's living with me, we heard gunshots down the road. So I grabbed the firearm and I put it next to where I was sitting on the couch, and in case someone got stupid. And I fell asleep, woke up to this guy knocking on my door, opened the door, and it's this kid a couple trailers down, and I was like, hey, how can I help you? He's like, hey, you got a cigarette I can borrow? And I was like, no, I don't smoke cigarettes. You're SOL, man, I'm sorry. He's like, okay. And I shut the door, and I just sat down, and all of a sudden he opens my door.
What?
Yeah, it started opening my door, so I couldn't reach for the firearm, and I look at him, and then he ends up coming right in, and I had the firearm. I was like, hey, what the fuck you doing? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, get the fuck out of my house.
I'm sorry, my ass.
You're about to be sorry.
Yeah.
You passed the threshold. That's it. Point of no return. You're fair game now, pal.
Yeah.
Why did he wander in? Did you ever figure that out?
He wanted a cigarette,
But you already told him no.
but he was trying to get my brother who was asleep. I guarantee that's what he was doing.
I'll just sneak in and wake up the brother. Yeah.
Right?
Dude, this is
Right.
Idaho. We just shoot. We don't even ask questions anymore. We don't even warn you. We empty our gun, then we say, hey, by the way, you're trespassing. Have a nice day. It's funny. People wonder that about us mountain people up in the Northwest. And when I lived down in Oklahoma, you guys will love this. About 18 years ago, 15 years ago, a news story came on the news, and I was working at Hilti North America corporate headquarters. Big business like I was in customer service. And this news came on, said this man shot 3 other people who trespassed on his hunting zone. Surprisingly enough, the one man was from Idaho and wiped out all 3. And About half the people on my crew turned to look at me like, is everybody from your state insane? I say, yep, that's us. He said I never had any problems.
Yeah, you've been really lucky.
That's one way to put it.
You know, up here, we know enough people that will A, hide the body, 2, or B, grab a shovel, and C, help them look for the body.
Yeah, we're evil that way. In fact, there's a T-shirt, and I think I shared this smiley the other day, and it says, "Stop messing with me. I will put your body in my trunk and then help them look for you," or something like that. It's like, yeah,
Right.
I will totally do that.
One of the best shirts I've seen was it's a picture of Cthulhu, and it says, you know, Cthulhu, whatever year, why choose the lesser evil?
Oh, I
You
like
just
that.
Skip to the end, right?
Yep.
So, you guys left. I wish I still had the picture. I do somewhere, but I'll have to find one day. Back when Ray was, God, kindergarten, first grade, something like that. I made her a shirt, a little pink shirt, and I did an iron on it by myself. I was so proud of it.
Aw.
And it said, God, I forget what the hell it said. But it had like the harbinger of death, destroyer of light, something like three or four sayings, and they were just all these dark things. And then turned around on the back, said, AKA Daddy's Little Princess.
Aw.
She got in trouble for wearing that to school one day. She came home with a big piece of paper on the front, said, Shall Ray, pinned to it. It's like, really? Come on. It was funny.
And then she was like 16, I think. So it was just, 4 or 5 years. 4 or 5 years ago, I think. No, probably closer to 10. Now, he was going to make her a second pink shirt that would fit her now. And then put them, mount them for the wall.
Cool.
Still going to one of these days.
One of these days when you get that far.
Yes. So, curious. We see all the stuff going on in the news. Now, Cyro, I know you're following this a lot closer than a lot of the rest of us. We're talking about the conspiracy to kill Trump as housed by the FBI and da-da-da, on and on and on. Obviously, the world is chaos, and it's getting worse. It's not getting any better. So, this kind of goes hand in hand with what we were talking about earlier. The world is falling apart. I mean, we are in the middle of some type of world war, whether it's financial, it's digital, it's artificial intelligence, it's just bloodbath from country to country. Third world countries doing genocide, take your pick. How are you guys dealing with that, and how's it affecting you on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I think it's key to be mindful of what is occurring. It's also important to make sure that you create a little bit of a separation in order to still remain functional, right? Because when you're seeing a lot of the stuff that's happen, it can weigh on you quite heavily. So, you just gotta take it a day at a time, pretty much.
Okay. Anything, what's weighing on you the most, Si? If you had to pick one topic that was just absolutely causing you to lose sleep, not that you get much, but if you did, what would it be?
Well, I mean, that's kind of difficult to choose, and I think that that's really the problem in and of itself, isn't it?
That really is. The fact that there are so many things going on. There's days I look around, it's like, okay, if we're all going to be annihilated in the next 3 to 5 years, why bother? It's real easy to fall in that trap. So you're saying you got to keep a healthy separation from that mindset to stay going?
In order to stay sane in the interim, yeah, you kind of have to.
What about you, Wild Angel? How do you deal with it?
For one, I try to avoid politics as much as I can. Honestly, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. And what they're showing us is what's going on isn't what I really need to pay attention to. As Cyril always says, what are they hiding? What are they avoiding telling us about? What are they using the news to hide behind? And so really trying to understand that and not get wrapped up in all the propaganda that's going on. And stepping back, and I take care of my world, my circle where I'm at. And that's what I focus on. Yeah, Ashley, I totally agree. I'd put the shovel, throw the shovel in the corner and hey, I'll help. Yeah. Serenity, you're muted.
I throw it in the neighbor's yard because I don't want them to notice it in my yard. That way the neighbors are the culprits. Okay. So,
but yeah, just taking care of my own and keeping my world in one piece.
Gotcha. Now, of course, Wild Ninja, you and I, we're a little bit older than everybody else here. So we've been through a few more things, but at the same time, we're kind of more past our prime. We're not in the peak of excitement, exhilaration of social aspect for the most part. You know, where like Qrow and Smiley, you guys are still fairly young and just going into, you know, this adulthood of, well, you're past adulthood. I don't mean to disrespect. I do apologize. But you're a younger generation. And so whatever we screw up, you guys have to deal with, and your kids are going to have to deal with. So how do you guys look at the situations going on?
Well, this is one benefit of not being a watcher, because I don't watch the news. I can't handle, and I don't watch a lot of like movies, or I can't watch like videos that are too violent or too, I don't know, they feel emotionally manipulative, and I can't handle that. I fall apart. So I read all my news. And I like that because then it gives me a little bit of an emotional separation. I can get the facts and the important information. But where I like to be present is like I went down this last Sunday with a friend and heard about they host she and her husband own like a summer camp in the area, and they host a week every summer for foster kids. And I was hearing all about how that works and what they do, and just people talking about what it was like there. These kids, this is like something amazing for them, because a lot of the foster kids are actually taking care of younger siblings, so they're always having to be an adult, and this was a place where they could play and be kids. And I really liked hearing about that, and it made me want to sign up for next summer and do something, you know, in my own immediate community. I think we talked about this before, where I don't know if my vote's going to matter much for like the presidential election, but when I can vote or affect my own community where I live, that's something I want to do. So that's how I handle things. I read and try to stay up on world events, but I get emotionally involved in my community.
I like that. And so I'm curious, Mike, is there something that we can do to help out, like this camp and stuff? Is that something that we need to be getting information about, or are they well supported, funded, or, you know, how does it run, I guess?
Well, I'm going to find out more about that, about who sponsors or pays for it, because somebody else pays for it, not the people who run the camp. And they just like post it so that there's a place where it can be run. So I need to get more information and details, but yeah, I'll totally let you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, that sounds like a good cause that I'd like to keep supporting, just like Project Deck Depression, just like Karma Farm Sanctuary, just like Ashley's birthday. These are things I want to help support, and I don't have money to do it, but what I do have is time, and we have an amazing family that we can spread the word about. So yeah, whatever we can do to help, guys, if you know a good cause or a good place that needs support or just some love, let us know. I'm happy to push it out to the world.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Absolutely. How about you, Qrow?
So I'm very much like Wild Angel. I don't pay much attention to the media. Certain things come my way from like you or Cyril, and I listen and I have my own 2 cents about. But I sleep pretty well every night knowing I got about 500 rounds of ammunition in my bedroom.
Okay, that works. Yeah, if anything goes wrong, I've got a small arsenal. We're okay. And, you know, I had one article came across, because I'm always looking for things, And I don't remember where I saw it, TikTok or somewhere, but it said that, was it 95% of the grain and 93% of the corn produced in the United States goes to feeding animals. And that's enough food that would feed like everybody in the world. I was like, wait, what? Didn't make any sense to me.
No, that's true. I actually investigated that at one point. Most of the corn grown is feed corn for cattle and all that. And yeah, a lot of the corn that's grown even in our area where I live. And it's kind of nasty corn too. It's not like grown so that it tastes good or, and they grow it. You can see it. The stalks are like one on top of each other. It's like massively dense because they want to grow as much as possible in a small area. So it's weird.
That is weird. Yeah, I just can't believe it. We've got all these starving people. We've got so many people needing food. And what are we doing? We're feeding the animals so that we can slaughter them. So, and that really goes to veganism and cutting down the meat and things like that. Because, yeah, we didn't have to do that. Supply, BLT sandwiches or steak and eggs. Would probably be better off as a society.
Okay, we had really yummy BLT sandwiches this week.
We did.
We even added avocado.
Right. But we don't eat that much meat in our house. We're very small amount. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Just it's one of those, it's in moderation. But people who eat big slabs of steak every single night, first of all, it's not good for your heart. Second of all, that just perpetuates the cycle. So, something's got to happen. Something's got to change.
Well, you know what I think? This is kind of off a little bit the topic, but we as a country here in the United States tend to throw away a lot of food too. And that bothers me because, I was always raised that you only take enough that you will eat. And if you want, you can go back for seconds, but that's better than throwing away extra food that you took. And so I've always remembered that, don't waste food because, I don't know, it just feels so wrong when there are people that need food, although then you got that whole thing of, well, let's send it to them, do we? I don't know.
I did that as a kid. Can we send this to the kids in Ethiopia? I'm okay with that.
Right. I don't want to eat it.
Right, yeah, no, they can have it. I'll address the envelope. Just tell me where to send it. No problem.
Right.
Well, that actually kind of highlights the real reason why there is still hunger in today's world. It boils down to infrastructure. We produce enough human grade, arguably, consumable food here in the US to actually feed the world ourselves. But when the infrastructure for transportation and shipping, the world's a big place. It takes a while to get stuff places sometimes, and that's why you really shouldn't order fish if you live more than an hour from a coast, right, or some large body of water. You really shouldn't be ordering certain fruits that are not currently in season in your area of the globe. You don't want to know what the process that they do to make those things last to, by the time you pick it off the shelf at the grocery store.
I was going to ask, how do you get strawberries in January? They're like, fresh picked strawberries, middle of January. Man, there's a foot of snow outside. Where the hell did you grow strawberries in America?
In a greenhouse.
Mm.
And they don't have the same flavor.
Oh.
It just doesn't. You've tasted some of the tomatoes I'm pulling out of the garden.
Oh, yeah.
They have some freaking amazing flavor. And they just pop. And so it's crazy. I love being able. I just went out and picked a handful tonight. Mostly orange and red cherry tomatoes. But we've got a few varieties out there, but we love it. I'm enjoying having my garden back there now that the bugs stopped eating it. Once I figured out how to get the bugs to stop eating everything but the tomato plants, I was good. Hopefully we'll have some zucchini and some squash and some peppers.
So, since a lot of people here have garden stuff, so Wild Angel, you found a mystery of getting rid of the bugs, so share it with us. How'd you do it?
I Googled it. Okay, so part of the garden is kale for the turtle. And my kale plants got destroyed by bugs, and my zucchinis and cantaloupe and everything that wasn't a pepper or a tomato. Found out that tomato water is extremely alkaloid. Tomato plants, the leaves of them have a high alkaline level. And so if you take some leaves off the tomato plant, chop them up, soak them, like a couple of handfuls of leaves, soak in water overnight, it leaches that alkaline base into the water. And then you strain that off the next day, and you keep the water, not the leaves. And then you can mix that like in a squirt bottle, half and half with water again. And if you spray them, spray your plants that you don't want to get eaten every 2-3 days, the bugs stay away. My zucchini plants are huge now.
Oh, awesome.
They went from nothing to huge. So, yay.
You're muted.
I'm muted.
Serenity.
Anyway, I know that especially like we're growing the plants to give to Petunia the tortoise, so we can't use chemicals, we can't use sprays, anything like that. Same thing we had with bearded dragons. That was always the issue, is trying to breed or grow something for them to consume. And so I thought that was brilliant, because the tomato water doesn't hurt the animals at all, right?
No, it's actually a natural thing because they can eat tomato. If they were not able to eat tomato, then that might be an issue maybe. But it's just on the leaves of the plants. It's not actually on the fruit of the plants. And so it's everything I read says considered organic and non-harmful. Because I didn't want to put anything in the kale or in our stuff. I didn't want to use pesticides back there. But I don't know what the little bugs were, but they ate everything. Now it's coming back.
Yay.
I have one cucumber plant that survived, one cantaloupe plant, and two squash plants. I think one zucchini and one yellow that survived.
Nice.
But so I keep going back there and pulling leaves aside, looking, am I growing anything yet? I have no peppers. I have lots and lots of flowers, but no peppers.
I want peppers. So, Alpha Cruz, you back with us, brother?
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey.
So, everything okay in your end of the world?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're okay. You know, I would say I would feel a lot more comfortable if I was in Qrow's position with some, 500 rounds of ammunition. I think the scary part of that is I'd probably use it, so maybe not a good idea.
So, fill us in, man. What happened, if you don't mind telling us?
I don't know. I was sitting here and then I heard like banging. I was like, okay, maybe that's just my cat because he's a cat and he does weird things. So he will go knock on things and you're just like, okay, let me just ignore it. And then my brother comes to me and is like, did you hear knocking? I'm like, huh? Wasn't it just the cat? Because I could have sworn it was just the cat. And then I got down. I was like, okay. And then I heard knocking again. I'm like, oh shit, okay, now that's not the cat. And then I was just like, I ain't opening no shit, sorry. Turn off all the lights now. Fuck this. There's no way I'm opening the door at 2 a.m. Are you mad? Are you mad? And like if it was someone I know, they would have said my name or something. But it was just some person in a hoodie standing in front of the door knocking. Excuse me?
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry, not gonna happen. That's off.
Exactly. Yeah, that's always scary when something like that happens. I mean, you see videos and stuff like that all the time of home invasions and weird stuff happening. I watched one the other day where literally a guy pulled up next to a motorcycle. Dude jumped out of the passenger seat of the car, ran up to try to grab the bike. The bike had to go cutting between cars to get away. They tried to hijack his bike in broad daylight. Seriously?
That's insane.
And this was local?
No, wasn't local.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me, though.
We gotta be real careful out here.
Right.
And now I'm just like, damn it, I really should just have I should have cameras everywhere so I can see out when people's trying to knock on my door. and
Exactly.
determine, do I got a lock or not?
Get one of
Yep.
those doorbells that have the camera.
Yeah, the
Oh
rings.
yeah, that would work.
I agree, Britt. That's why we
I
own
mean-
pew pews.
But it over here we can't own pew-pews, so yeah.
Really?
We have very, very strict processes for that, and only people that are either in the military, the police, or security service are allowed to own pew-pews. So if you're neither, then you're not allowed to, and you will literally go to jail just for having one in possession
Oh
or
wow.
being found with one. You need a license,
That blows my
and those
mind.
licenses are very hard to get here.
We're allowed to open carry here. You don't have to have a
No.
license of any kind.
Yeah, y'all are so much more relaxed. It's just like, damn, I'd probably have quite a few if it was that way. Yeah.
Idaho is like one of the most lax gun law states in the U.S.
Oh, but God forbid they catch you with one concealed.
Yes.
Oh my God, the
Oh.
world stops. You can open
makes sense.
carry in broad daylight. You can walk into the Capitol building, open carrying. Rifles, assault rifles. You can walk into the Capitol building with them. I saw
That's
people downtown last year. They were having a rally of some kind or something, and there was a lot of people with weapons. But the way they were carrying was almost kind of like they were openly concealing them. They were like holding them right down to their side, like they were trying to be discreet about it. And I had to walk over the deposit, and I had come back, and I actually went to one of our bureau chiefs and says, "Hey, something's going on. You need to call security." And they did. Security says, "Oops, sorry, our bad. We forgot to tell you."
Oops.
What?
We actually had shut and locked all of our doors. All our security doors on our floor were shut until we got that notice, because we didn't know what was going on. So, yeah, but you can open carry into the Capitol building where the state legislature was in session.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Welcome to Idaho.
Yeah.
Security forgot to tell us.
Yeah, no, you'd think that would be very important to say, but okay.
Because
Yeah,
our
you think
building
so.
is right next to the Capitol building.
Yeah, that's crazy. So,
Yeah.
So aside from pew pews, a little piece of advice: if you're going to shoot somebody, make sure to open the door first, then shoot them. Because if they show up to investigate, and there's bullet holes in the door, they question it. So open it, then shoot, drag them inside. There you go, problem solved.
Yeah, make
But-
sure they fall in.
Yeah.
Not out.
I'm not sure how I'd make that work, because like if you open the door and then you open, it's like you shoot and it's like, okay, they're gonna fall out, kinda, you know. I think there's a bit of it. Oh, okay, makes sense. That works.
Pick them up, carry them in.
Like, here you go.
Just grab their shirt as they're going down. Give them a tug.
There you go.
Easy
Let me
problem
help
solved.
you.
Shoot them in the leg first. That way they kind of come forward a little bit. Then you
There-
hop in there.
There you
Okay,
go.
the fact that we're discussing this is disturbing. Anyway, so Sai, I'm going to share this real quick because I'd like to get an explanation. What the hell is this? So Cyril just shared this
Whoa.
with me. It says U.S. government bonds 2-year yield. So what the hell happened here, Sai?
Yeah, that's just basically the yield curve steepening for the 2-year bond. Basically, the percentage forecast return on those bonds is dropping rapidly, right? Which is not a good indication. It means that they're saying within the next 2 years, they expect the value of the US dollar to be decreasing, not increasing, or that the rate of return that they're going to get is going to decrease.
Man, that's not a decrease. That's a fall from heaven. I mean, that's a crash and
Yeah.
burn right there.
It's a pretty significant one. I mean, if you look It is the daily chart. So
That's scary. So
I've been given the opportunity to learn all sorts of stuff about investments, all different kinds, for another level of designation at work. There's 7 classes, and everything from government bonds all the way through different stuff, and how insurance company use those to back their solvency. So it sounds
Interesting.
like fun. It really sounds like fun, and then I know I can pick Cyril's brain if I get stuck. So
perfect. And yeah, that's a great thing about Down Home Crypto. We got somebody for everything. Take your pick. Whatever you want to know, I guarantee we've got somebody in here that knows about it, has researched it, or just can give you some insight. So make sure to check it out. But what we have most of all is fun. We have a family that loves to have fun, play games, and just experience life together. And that is what we're going to do tonight. Because as you guys know, it's about that time to go questing with Qrow.
woohoo!
Yay!
So, everybody, get dressed up. I gotta get prepared for battle here. Hold on. Okay. Aha. Okay. I am ready.
Where did Wild Angel go?
I don't know. She's like, "Yeah, I'm out."
You said kid dressed up, and then
Wow. Now I'm excited. What's she gonna do? It's just me, or do I look like somebody out of Spaceballs?
yes.
what was
Okay,
his
good.
name? What was his name? The main character was Darth something.
Dark Helmet. Darth Helmet.
Dark Helmet.
Yes. Right there. She broke it, huh? I can't hear you. I may have to go fix it. I don't know. She broke something. Oh no.
Wild Angel.
This
It
is why we
do
can't
it.
fix things.
There you go.
Oh, there you are. You're back.
Yay!
I tried to open my character sheet, and
Oh.
it opened
She
on
broke
top
it.
of. Yeah, I broke it. I touched it.
This is why we can have nice things.
Yeah.
So,
me and technology.
Yeah. So, Qrow, fill us in, my man.
Okay.
What? Where were we? What was going on? And
So-
where do we stand?
A couple fortnights ago, we left off where Lord Bartram had basically conscripted you all to go and find the cause of the Great Cataclysm. You guys have to go to a certain place in Idaho and find a bunker. You guys traveled through there, through the mountain, and had that fun interaction with the glowing mountain, where everyone split the party. That was great. You guys saw the glowing mountain as you passed it. Then, in the middle of the night, you guys got jumped in your sleep by goblins. You guys fended off the goblin attack very successfully. And now, you guys are continuing your journey to the town with the dragons. So
Ooh,
you guys have
dragons.
dragon coins to get flight to Idaho. So we leave off at the campsite.
Okay.
And just for reference, this was the campsite.
Okay, the goblin I killed. Can I search his pockets? Does he have anything on him I can take?
I believe you guys already searched them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Did
think
we find anything?
Yeah.
You guys found some clubs, some loincloths, nothing crazy.
Ew.
Yeah. Ew, that just got gross. No thanks. Goblin wine cloths. Man, that's just disturbing.
That is very disturbing.
Could probably use it for what's those dipping
Yeah.
in some oil and we could make like what's it like what damn it, what are they called?
I don't think
Those
it'd be very
fire
easy to
thingies.
get Goblin Grime out.
Yeah. And it's definitely nasty though.
Okay.
Are we
How-
healed?
Yes, you guys have rested. You guys are at
Oh,
full
cool.
HP.
Okay.
So how far are we from the dragon place?
About a day's journey. Full day. So you guys, if you guys traveled full day, you guys will reach there by nighttime.
Hey, let's
I
get
say
some
off
food and
we
get
go.
rolling. Yeah.
All right. So you guys make food. Yeah, I know you guys had rations and probably some meat. I'm pretty sure Serenity over here or Duel went hunting, so he's got some meat. So you guys cook a nice, lucrative breakfast and eat.
Ooh.
You guys break for the journey for the town.
Eat on!
So you travel on for a whole day, and nothing crazy happens during your travels. Then you reach this location.
Ooh.
So you're coming in from the left, and the picture doesn't do it justice. It is nighttime. So as you get closer, you see the water troughs, and you see the light of an inn.
Ooh, a real bed.
Finally.
That would be nice.
Across
Don't
from
we
the
have
inn,
money?
you do see the farm where they seem to be growing something. Can't really tell.
It's dark.
I say we, well, I'm going to head inside.
I want a real bed and a bath.
I'll go in.
I want a beer.
So we're all eating in.
So
think-
you all approach the inn, and as you guys approach the inn, it's not terribly late, so there's still a good amount of people still out drinking, having a good time. You see a lot of people wearing this really tight leather all over their bodies, and they all have this insignia of like a blue and gold, and it's like basically a dragon with a gold outline.
Oh, maybe they're dragon riders.
Yeah, so they have it on their arm and then their back. And there's a lot of people like that, and they're all in there drinking, having a good time.
Sounds like where we get our dragons in.
Yeah. Maybe they're the pilots.
So you see about 3 people behind the bar over here, and there's 2 women and a man, big old gruff man, human, and the 2 women are elves. And he's just going around handing drinks to the women, and the women are going out there and handing drinks out. And you see him keep yelling back behind him to over here where the guy's making food. And it's bustling.
Should we find a table?
Let's do it.
So there's a lot of sitting room. All the tables are currently occupied by a bunch of soldiers. Or not soldiers, but the people with the flight leathers.
I find an open seat at the bar and sit myself down.
You're able to kind of wiggle yourself in there, and it takes a minute for the guy to finally get you, but the big gruff man gets you and goes, "How can I help you?"
Yeah, I'd like to rent a room for this evening if you have one available. And what's your special this evening?
We got lamb stew. And he reaches underneath his the bar, and he pulls out a clipboard, and you see him read it, and he goes, "Ah, yes, I got 3 rooms available."
All right. Yeah, I'd like to take one of those, please. And yeah, I'll go ahead and order the special. What's your price on rooms?
It'll be a gold for the a meal and the room. Syra, as you hear him say this, as a character, you know that that's a pretty high price for an inn and some food.
Yeah. What are you putting in the lamb stew to make it be worth the gold, my good sir?
It's not really the lamb stew that's so expensive; it's the room.
Oh yeah. What makes this room so special?
There's a lot of people coming in from other towns and cities that like to stay here. Plus, we're right near the outpost. So sometimes government officials come in and they need a room. So supply and demand. There's a high demand. Here's my supply.
I look over and try to get Rune's attention. And hey, Rune, being that you are also a wizard, why don't we go ahead and split the cost of this room? And we'll save some money that way, but still be able to sleep.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we should definitely do that.
I'll cut you a deal for the 2 of you. It'll be a gold and 10 silvers for dinner and breakfast.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm down.
So he holds out his hands for whoever to hand him the gold. Kind of both of you.
Yep. Let me subtract that from my inventory.
Just
He-
gonna ask.
You see him puts it into his. He's got like a little pouch next to him, and he shoves all the gold and silver coins into his pouch. Duel, what are you doing?
So, while those two are counting out the coins, I'm going to say, you got any room out in the barn? I want to keep an eye on the animals. I want to make sure everything's safe. And really don't need a bed. I'm totally good with that. So, what do you got for hayloft?
Don't even worry about it. The barn's right here, back to the bottom left. You're more than welcome to post up there. Just don't spook any of the animals, otherwise I'm gonna have to find you.
You got it. Okay, give me 2 helpings of the soup then. I'm good to go.
2 helpings of the soup will cost you about 4 silver.
Perfect. Here you go, 4 silver. Give me a pint of ale to go with it.
Gives you the silver in the stew, or sorry, ale in the stew.
Wow, that difference in price.
I am dropping your name, Wild Angel. What's your character's name again?
Kira.
Kira. What are you doing?
Did Selena and I happen to overhear the exchange with Rune and the other one?
I would believe so. I imagine you guys all kind of approached the bar at the same time. Just Tanathiel kind of wiggled his way in front of everyone.
Selena,
Yes,
you up for sharing a room?
I think so, but I'm a little worried that Duel is out in the barn all by himself. Do you think he'll be safe out there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's good.
Okay.
I get the bath first.
Oh, of course. And you can have the upper bunk. Come on, tell me this one has bunk beds. No?
You guys in the barn or into one of the
No, in the room that I'm going to share.
The
with
rooms
Kira.
do not have bunk beds, and you guys don't even know. You haven't seen them.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So I will approach the innkeep and request a room and meals and baths
Yes,
For 2
please.
or 1?
for 2.
For 2.
I'll cut you the same deal I did these 2. It was a golden 10 for you 2, right?
No,
Golden 3?
no, it was 1
Well,
gold, 1 gold, 10 silver,
Okay.
and we split that.
1 gold, 10 silver for the 2 of you to have dinner and breakfast.
Throw in a bath and you got a deal.
Bath is going to cost you about another 10 silver.
Ugh.
The price you pay for luxury, eh?
Yep. I see a trough on the way in. I'm just going to go wash out there. Hell with that.
Fine,
Hope
I
you
will
don't get sick.
go with Duel.
Okay, go with
Oh,
Duel.
you're going to sleep out
Oh,
in the barn now?
No, I'm not gonna sleep in
Oh.
the barn. I'll go wash up outside.
Oh.
Okay, so he holds his hand out to 2 of you to collect your gold and silver. Same thing, he pockets it in his little pouch. And then, after all the exchange, he hands Cyril a room key, and then Kira a room key. And then he gives everyone who ordered food and ale their food and ale.
Nom nom nom.
No,
The lamb stew is actually really, really good. It's basic, but a refined, kind of like how you have chicken with soup, and how it's usually a basic recipe, but it's always good. It's kind of like that.
Cool.
I
Nice.
think this is also a good time to ask him about the people wearing badges. Ask him like, okay, so what's going on with all the military-looking uniform and the dragon?
Well, we have
badges?
the fort just up the road.
So, what is the fort? Tell me about it.
The fort. Oh, you guys don't know about the fort? Came all this
No.
way?
We're not
Ah.
from here.
Makes sense. My apologies. So the fort is basically this area is protected by the kingdom of Pharma. Write that down so I don't forget. By the kingdom of Pharma, and basically, Pharma is produces dragon. They produce dragon riders, basically. And this is one of the garrison that protects the region. and
Well-
they offer different sorts of boons for certain people. Sometimes you can get a flight on a dragon. Sometimes you can get 2 ways. Sometimes you can get your own dragon. They offer certain different choices of revenue because they produce dragons. They breed them, they train them, the whole 9.
I would
Do you have
love
any
to
everyone-
be a
advice for
dragon.
us
About what?
about how we can talk to them? Is there somebody in charge that we should go look for or ask for?
Well, to even get into the fort, you need some kind of, hard to describe it, it's like a coin.
Okay.
And the coin is your ticket in. The coin can detail basically what you get.
Oh.
And generally they won't see you if they... You could try asking for General Marcus. He sometimes sees people, depends on how busy he is. But it's hard to do without a coin.
Where do we get a coin like that?
Generally, you gotta do something for the kingdom, and they will issue you a coin. It's kind of like, not a key to the city, but a boon. Like, hey, you helped us out, we'll give you this in return. It's kind of
It's a
one of the ways
challenge
they
coin.
do currency. Basically.
All right. Do they have a place that we can go to see if they need anything done?
General Marcus. I would go
Alright.
and ask him. Sometimes he will, if he needs something extracurricular, or something that he can't have his soldiers do, he will let someone go and do it for them, and sometimes he doesn't give out coins per se, but he'll give out favors.
Okay.
He's not
Okay.
usually in the position to be handing out something that valuable.
Does he happen to be at the inn this evening?
He does not. He lives in the fort. Most of the soldiers here are just here for drink and ale.
So while I'm out there, because I'm, of course, took my food out by the trough there, sitting there, eating my food, drinking my ale, kind of washing up. And, of course, I'm seeing soldiers walking in and out. And happen to find one that looks a little sociable. It's like, so I'm going to walk up and say, hey, yeah, here's the deal. I need to get a dragon ride. Me and my group are on a quest, and we need to figure out how we are going to be able to either purchase, rent, lease, or earn a ride on a dragon. So how would I go about that? What would you recommend being on the inside?
You start talking about to him, and he seems sociable, but he just kind of like, there's no way to get a coin. Besides going to a high official, a pharma, and doing something for them.
Okay, so I'm gonna flag down Selena and Qrow. Say, hey, ladies, come here for a second. So we've got a whole room full of soldiers here. I tried to talk to one. He pretty much shut me down. I am pretty certain they would absolutely talk to 2 beautiful ladies. So perhaps you can find the inside scoop of how we can get those dragon rides. What do you think?
Wait, we're whispering right in the corner?
We're
Yeah, we're
outside
outside.
by the trough.
He
Oh,
waved
okay.
you guys outside.
Okay, so we're outside where we're not being heard, right?
Right.
Okay, don't we already have coins? I thought Lord Bertram gave us coins to take dragon rides, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
He
probably
did.
ate mine.
You lost yours, Duel? Oh no, now we gotta share a dragon.
Damn it. Okay, I gave it
Oh
to my
man, I
pack.
can't remember what he gave us.
So I'm gonna dig through my pack. Do I find a coin?
You find a coin.
Awesome. Okay,
Oh,
never mind.
damn. So that whole conversation
I'm
was
gonna go dig
pointless.
through my pack.
You find a coin.
Of course.
But we don't want them to know we have a coin because we might get, something might happen to us. So I'm gonna pretend
Yeah.
we don't until we actually hand it over to the right person.
Little tidbit, everyone besides Duel over here, if you don't add a note on your character sheet of your inventory, because you can edit that, and add the items that you were acquiring, and you don't remember what it is, but I do, it's lost to the void. That's on you to keep track of.
How do we make a note?
Okay.
You guys can open
Yes, Lisa, we need to add custom items.
And then you can add custom items. I can show you it if you need help with it. Let's
Yeah,
not
because I
dwell on
can't
that
even
too
read
much.
what's on the screen. So,
Absolutely, we will delve into that at some other time.
okay, thank you.
Okay.
So, is that something that we'll institute going forward? Since
Correct. If you forgot to do it prior, and I remember it, and you remember it, we can say it's in there, but for future reference.
alrighty, I will make a
Good
note.
memory, Selena.
Oh, sure.
Most helpful.
But that's kind of like it's all on you kind of guys. It's
Right.
not my responsibility to keep track of your stuff. But I would definitely get with you, Wild Angel. I'll make a note, talk to you, and figure that out with you.
So while I'm adding it until Serenity gets back, what is since they said it's valuable, what are these coins worth? I'm adding it as a custom item.
I believe if there's an option for like unvaluable, priceless, like something like that.
Oh, not what I have here, so I'll just put it in the notes. Priceless. Ta-da. Alright, it's in there. It's in my backpack where I'll see it.
I like it. Oh, even. Yeah, I haven't relinquished Duel's character sheet to him yet, so he can't control it yet.
Gotcha.
Alright, you back?
Yes.
He
He's
has
back.
his ears.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So now what are y'all doing?
I'm gonna go hit the room. Or wait, actually, since everything is still happening out here, I am going to I'm gonna see if I can kind of eavesdrop and listen in on any of the conversations happening. Because I believe my character speaks a couple different languages there and should be able to hear things really well as an elf, I would assume. But maybe that's racist to assume.
Maybe that's racist.
That's real racist.
Nothing too
Damn.
crazy, but kind of the normal stuff of like, man, did you hear that so-and-so was trying to ride their dragon and they fell on their face? Ah. Just them BSing about
Casual
work
banter.
life.
Alright. Well, I'll finish my meal and then I head into the room.
He gave you this one.
So I'm in that room right there.
So
And I
enter
look-
it.
I
There's
see
a-
one bed.
Yep, there's one bed. There's a desk in there. It's got a couple drawers. You see that there's a couple drawers with like a keyhole on it. There's none of these books are there, but just a room, little chest right here, and a bed.
Interesting. So there's only one bed. I would like to see if the room key happens to open those drawers.
The drawers are unlocked, but you do put the key in, and it does lock them and unlock them.
Okay. All right. Well, then I sit down at the desk and I'm just reading through some stuff while I wait until Rune links up so we can discuss the bed situation.
Smiley, what are you doing?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna leave Kira, so wherever she wants to go, I'll go. If she's ready to go to sleep, we'll go to sleep, but if not, I'll just hang out with her in the main room. So what do you want to do, Kira?
How late is it?
It's probably about midnight to 1 a.m.
Yeah, probably need to get some sack time. So we're ready to go in the morning.
Alright.
Head to the
You guys
room,
turn in?
Selena.
Yeah, let's go to the room. And does our room only have one bed?
Yep, he takes you to this one, and there's only one bed. Same kind of setup, except flipped. There's a desk and a chest.
Okay,
Same thing, desk has a lock on it.
I check out and make sure that there's nothing creepy in the desk or the chest or,
bed.
anything or in the bed.
Gotta make sure the sheets are clean, you know.
There's nothing weird in the bedroom that you can find.
Okay, so Kira, I offer to let you take the first sleep, and then like halfway through, we'll determine when we want to like split it in half, and then I'll sleep and you stand guard because I don't feel comfortable both of us asleep at the same time.
Real quick, remember last session we talked about full resting? I know it was a while ago, so I'll remind everyone. You don't get the full benefits of resting unless you get 8 hours of sleep.
Can we lock the door?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Oh, that helps.
Yeah. How big is the bed?
It's probably about a twin, so not
About a
crazy
twin.
big.
You can fit. Just get a little closer. You're fine.
Selena, I'm not bashful. You're welcome to share.
Okay, cool. If we do like head to toe or whatever, then we might.
Oh,
fit
I'll
better.
kick you. I'll kick you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so as they're all wandering off, of course, Rune's the last one to say, hey, Rune, come here, bud. So I pull my dragon coin out of my bag. My hand feels like, hey, hold on to this. Lock it up somewhere safe. Keep it together with yours, just in case something goes shady in the barn or something. So that way at least I've still got that.
Sounds good. I take it from him. I put it in my backpack with my own. So we got that both together. Okay. And then I'll probably be heading in to the room to go check what Vanatiel's doing. Okay, I see. Okay, there's only one bed. I'm like, it's fine. I guess I can just meditate the whole night. So that's cool.
So you enter the bedroom. Tanithil, how are you going to approach the one bed subject?
Oh, he just said he was gonna meditate.
Yeah.
So-
I'm like, okay, you can get the night's rest. I'll meditate since I think I had the basically full rest the previous night and everyone was kind of like on and off. So I'm like, okay, only fair that, he can get the full sleep tonight. Besides, I think it's probably early because it was just sundown. So if he sleeps for 8 hours, I'll still probably get like 6 or so, which would technically be a short rest.
Anything over, it's like 30 minutes to an hour is considered a short rest, and meditating does not count as long resting, so you won't get any benefits of sleep.
Okay. Yeah, but that's fine. Yeah. I'll obviously first cast, my magics, the usual stuff, alarm and everything. Especially since we've got to make sure everything is good. And then I'll go sit down to meditate. Probably I don't think I have any books on me, so sad I can't read. That would have been
Oh.
nice.
I lock the door, and then I go lay down.
Can you read a spell book, or is that just like something that you use when you're in combat?
Okay, so what kind of parameters are you setting for your alarm spell?
The parameters was, let me just check
So-
what was that spell.
Let's see if I can.
Like, I think it was. Let me see. So it says the range of 30 meters. So I'm just setting the range to the room itself only, however much space the room takes up. And then, if anything, anyone steps in or whatever, then it's going to set off just an alarm in my head. So it's not going to make a racket because we
Okay,
don't
so
want to
mental.
disturb other people. Yeah.
Oh, and before I fall asleep, I cast mage armor on myself, just in case.
Sounds good.
Oh, we learned a lot from the previous night.
Right?
So I guess I'm the only one left alive. So they all wandered in. I'm gonna head out to the barn. And so describe in this loft. What's the point of entry? How many people are up there? What's going on?
So you go approach the barn. It's a pretty big barn, nothing too crazy, but it's decent sized. You go up there. There's hay bales on either side. You go back in there, and there's the fence-off area where all the horses are mingling and having a good time. before the horses, there's a ladder that leads up into a loft that's just full of hay.
Anybody else up there?
Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to dig through my bag. I want to find a piece of string or rope or something, and I want to tie it across the top of the ladder so that if anybody were to come up, it'd be basically a tripwire. And I want to tie that to something that I have, a metal cup, whatever's in my pack that I can make some noise. In case somebody does access while I'm asleep, I get some type of trip alarm system.
Okay.
Nothing lethal, just early warning system.
Okay. So you set this alarm up. You're good to go. I'm gonna roll this to see how good you did. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, I'm all clean. I'm full of food, drink. I'm good. I'm gonna go lay down, use my pack, and pass out.
Okay.
Before I go to sleep, in my pack, I'm going to pull out my string and my bell.
Okay.
And I am making a tripwire at the door.
Nice.
We're a bunch of paranoid people, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. I think next
We're
time
from
I need to
Idaho,
go
man.
help.
Of course
Dul-
we are.
In my survival, I think next time I should go help Dul set up, some defenses before I go sleep.
So you all posted up. You're all trapped up. A couple hours go by into the night.
Wait, what do you mean only a couple hours go by in the night?
I'm saying 2 hours going in the night. Duel gets a roll.
I
A
get
couple more hours go.
What?
Last couple hours. Alright. Serenity, you kind of wake up to, dawn's just starting to hit. You haven't slept for your whole 8 hours, but you hear this, like heavy breathing and, like, a whooshing noise.
I gotta
It's
peek
not-
out the crack.
It's not close to you. It's probably 15 yards to your right.
Is there a window, a loft, some type of access somewhere I can see? Can I look through the boards or something, or do I actually have to go check it out?
You can kind of peer through the boards a little bit, and in that direction there seems to be some decent sized kind of structure. Almost like a shack.
How close to sunrise?
You got probably another 2-3 hours.
Do I seem concerned or alarmed, or what type of emotions am I feeling at that point in time? Is it just curiosity?
That's up
Or
to
is
you
it
to
a-
decide.
Huh.
You were hearing this long breath, and like sounds like you start to listen a little more, and you definitely hear almost what sounds like fire.
Ooh, I know what it could be.
Sounds like we got dragons nearby, so that's kind of what I'm expecting. I wouldn't think I was too put out. It's not like it's beating against the barn or something's on fire or something.
It's close though.
Yeah, but I'm in a barn, so I would kind of expect to have some of that. I'm just going to lay there and kind of listen for a bit, see if there's anything that really sets my alarms off or anything that I have to react to.
It keeps going for a while, it stops, then some time goes by, and then it starts up again.
I'm going to go ahead and just wait it out. I'm going to wait till sunrise before I go wake the rest of the guys. I know they need their sleep. We all need our rest, so I'm just going to lay there and just relax, kind of doze in and out in between, and not worry too much about it.
Okay, so throughout, as you're resting, probably for another hour or two, same thing happens. So you go on for a couple minutes, and sometimes it varies, but yeah, it'll stop for a minute or two, then whoosh. It's the best way to describe it.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to do anything special about it. I'm just going to keep dozing in and out and trying
Sounds
to get what rest I can.
So, some time passes, you all start to wake up throughout the night. You know, sunrise starts to hit, maybe hitting your eyes a little bit, wakes you up. And not really, it's pretty closed off. It's just kind of your internal clocks are waking you up.
How far is Duel from our room? Less than 120 feet or more?
I would say less. I'd go more by yards. I know that better.
would like to use message to see if I can see if Duel's awake. Send him
Sure.
a message.
So. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you cast message, and if I remember correctly, it's. Duel, all of a sudden you hear this voice in your head. What do you say?
Good morning. Are you awake?
I wasn't, but I am now. Okay, I guess it means time to get my ass up. So
You cannot respond. It's a one-way thing.
Actually,
Is it
according
two-way?
and can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How romantic.
ooh.
Mm.
Either way, I'd still be mumbling shit. That's just me. It's like, yeah, I wasn't, but I am now. So thanks a lot. Okay, I'll get up. Whether she hears or not, I don't know. If she doesn't, great. I'll get my shit. I'm gonna head in. I'm gonna get some breakfast. But I'm gonna do my string. I'm gonna put all my stuff away, brush off, climb out of the loft, and head inside. Look for some breakfast and see if everybody else is awake yet.
I'm gonna
Okay.
undo the string of the bell and get my shit together and go find breakfast. Because after I messaged him, he said he was now, so he'll probably meet us in the common room.
All right. So you filter out. Smiley, are you staying in there, or are you filtering out too?
No, I'll come to rubbing all the bruises where Qrow kicked me all night.
Shame.
I warned you.
Those elbows, you gotta watch them.
Anathiel, Rune, are you guys filtering out, or are you guys gonna stay in your room for a bit?
Yeah, I'm coming on out to eat breakfast.
So everyone comes on out. Barkeep's out there making something.
What's for breakfast?
I got steak and potatoes and some eggs.
Oh,
Sounds good. Can I have
Sounds
some
good
ale
for
with that?
us.
What's it gonna cost me?
nothing. It was included with the room.
He didn't
I
get
didn't
a
get a
room.
room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna cost you about 7 silvers. You have it.
Well, I do, but is it really worth it?
We
What
need
about
a
just
good
some
start
potatoes
to
and
the day.
eggs?
We need a good
That's a-
start to the day.
Yeah, but I still got meat from my hunting trip. So, what about
Fair
just some potatoes and eggs?
3 silver.
Deal. I'll take it.
Pulls out his hand,
Ching ching.
pockets it, gives you a decent helping of potatoes and eggs, and then everyone who paid for the room and breakfast combo thing gives you big old plate, big old piece of steak, lots of eggs, lots of potatoes.
Okay, so when the guy's not looking, I'm gonna sneak Duel some of my steak. He can have half of it.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't want it?
No, I mean,
You
like, the
paid for
barkeep
it.
doesn't
Barkeeper
care.
didn't care. He paid
I'm
for
still
it.
gonna
You paid
sneak
for
it
it.
anyway.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, y'all eat breakfast.
All right.
Nom.
And at this point, as you guys are mid-breakfast, having a good time, you just hear this massive roar.
I think we found our dragons.
Say, would that be a
Mm.
dragon, sir?
Oh yeah, they roar almost every morning and, well, every night, every evening. Pretty much all the time.
Random roosters.
Yep, you get used to them.
Perfect. Okay. So, sounds like this is almost about time. Is this where you're thinking, Qrow?
Yeah, this is great time.
Ooh.
So I say we sit and enjoy our breakfast, and we continue our adventure in the next West Anglia Qrow. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Thanks,
We
bro.
probably should have asked the barkeep about the breathing, though. You know, I'm just saying.
Well, I looked around enough to make sure it wasn't Wild Angel or somebody else breathing on me. I was like, yeah, okay, it's outside. It's fine. It's a critter. I'm used to critters.
It was probably a dragon, though, considering how loud it was.
Probably was. I mean, that's what we're expecting, right? So it's like, okay, I can deal with that.
Well, at least we all feel, full and mostly well rested.
Yeah. All the way around, I think we're set and we're prepared. We're in the right place. At least we know we
Yeah.
got dragons. So
Everyone's rested besides Rune. He's kind of hating life.
Aw.
It's fine.
by the way, Rune, give my coin back. I don't want you to thank you for keeping it safe, but I'll take it back now.
Yeah, I'll have to give you back that.
Okay, now we can enjoy breakfast. So, thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. That completes this week's Questing with Qrow.
Yay.
Thanks, Qrow.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
my
sir.
pleasure.
And nobody got injured or eaten this time. I'm impressed, man. We're doing good. We're still alive.
And we're all paranoid.
5 more minutes. 5 more.
Just let me go back to sleep. That's if they didn't get up, I was going to go and start beating on doors anyway. I was like, come on, let's go! Food!
Do you like my
So-
wake-up call?
That was good. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool.
I can do that.
I'm just glad I was
Well,
awake. The
I
dragons
have
woke me up.
message, so we should definitely use message more often.
Yeah, I can up to 150 or 120 feet.
Yeah.
40 yards.
Yeah.
Cool on it. So, guys, that about wraps up this Freaky Friday. Is there anything we haven't covered you guys want to throw out there? You know, the floor's open. What do you got?
Well, I just wanted to say, thanks again for having us and hosting us and enjoying the Friday evening with us.
I second that.
Absolutely.
Me too.
I totally
Me
agree.
too.
And I just want to say thank you guys for always tuning in, having fun, and it's great to hang out with friends and family on Fridays. I mean, it's just, hey, it's time we get together, we have a few drinks, some laughs, go down the rabbit hole of whatever it is. But I do have one last thing to throw out to everybody out there. If you're enjoying this, do me a huge favor, make sure to like, subscribe, join the Down Home Crypto, talk to the people, let's have some fun, get together. But again, I want to remind you, one thing, if you would be so kind, please go out and help make Ashley's birthday great. If you can, donate. If not, just spread the word. It's for a good cause, and it's for a great person that we all believe in and love. So that is what Down Home Crypto is all about. So definitely check it out, and I'll put the link in the description down below one more time here. And with all that, I want to say, everybody, thank you so much for being a part of our amazing family and community. Make sure to tune in next week where we don't know what the hell we're going to do, but it's going to be fun. But stay safe out there because the world is getting crazy. Just remember, you're not alone. You got all of us. Jump in the community. Talk to us. Somebody is always there. So, with that, I'll let you guys close it out.
Have a great
good
night,
night.
everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Night.
Join in.
Bye, guys. Love you. See you next week.
Bye.